I'm George Hefranek, Manager Sales Operations and Surgical Information Systems. We are in the healthcare IT space, and we develop and sell perioperative software products. We've had a sales team. We've got 10 different sales members, field sales force, and we actually did a survey. We asked them to send in what they considered a proposal and a quote, and we literally got 10 different documents in. Completely different documents, down to different letterheads, different ways of quoting. Some people did line item quotes, some people did group quotes. We are moving to a more solution selling model, and so we want to enforce some of that, get away from the line item quotes, and then actually move into a more problem solving methodology. So we want to develop a series of questions that people could answer as they went through, and develop a quote from that rather than just asking people, what do you want to buy? And then, of course, we also just wanted to make it easier. We wanted to reduce the number of quotes that were out there. We wanted to move to a standardized format, a standardized methodology. Probably the biggest thing is the reduction to time to quote. We had a big bottleneck where our services personnel were having to provide a services quote, and we've virtually eliminated that. I know that we've hit our goal of getting 80% of budgetary quotes out the door without having to be reviewed by a services person. So we probably went from, I think we did an estimate, we went from a 3-week turnaround for a quote down to, no turnaround. So we have moved to a solution selling where we're not doing line item quoting. The BigMachines product does not include line items, so there's really no way for anyone to do it. Yeah, I think one of the big benefits is going to be the introduction of new products, and I believe that's going to make it much smoother. In the past, when any product deviated from the traditional way that we would sell a product, which would be by the operating room, it took a lot of training and then a lot of corrective action on the back end to get people to quote these products correctly. Now, of course, once they select the product, it will be quoted correctly, automatically, without them knowing how or why, or having to do the math behind the scenes. Having the correct products with the correct price pushed into our CRM system has been a big deal before. Before, we relied on the sales rep to coordinate what they actually issued in a quote versus what they entered into the CRM system, and sometimes those are two very different things. The one thing I'll say about BigMachines is they're very responsive to questions, to concerns, to help desk tickets. And I don't know how to put it other than they stick with you. You know what I mean? They don't just sort of run out of gas and leave you hanging on a question that, like some other companies I've dealt with have, where you just have this open ticket that floats around forever and ever and ever. They'll resolve it one way or the other.